For me today, I'm talking about the two most important skills that are important for your online business. Okay, now these skills are also important for your offline business, but if you want to have a successful online business, whether it is service-based or product-based, right? Whether service-based or product-based, we all know that it's very important for us to have a really good personal brand, whether you have a product-based or service-based business. But there are two very important skills that you need if you really want your online business to prosper, to grow, to scale, and if you want it to be sustained and stand the test of time. So if you have an online business today, let's say it's service-based and you're a coach, right? Let's say you're some kind of coach, you're a financial coach or you're an image coach, and you're wondering why you're not making a lot of money. I want you to look at these two skills and look and see if you're getting these two skills right or not, because these are the two fundamental parts and the fundamental skills that you need to have a successful online business. Super, super important. It is important in branding. It is important in business strategy. It is important in communicating with your clients, right? So those two skills that are needed for your online business are: number one, your writing skills, and number two, your speaking skills. Okay, guys, did you hear me? So today, if you have an online business and you're blaming everything on Instagram, oh, Instagram is not releasing my posts, I'm not getting a lot of views on my reels, I'm not getting a lot of views on this, my posts are not doing well, the engagement is very low, nobody is commenting, nobody is liking, nobody is sharing, nobody is saving my posts. Ask yourself, how are my writing skills and how are my speaking skills? Those two skills are super, super important. They are the foundation of your online business, because at the end of the day, we're in this online space, right? You guys are joining my live now. I'm talking, I'm communicating with you, I'm speaking with you. You're getting value from me. You're getting tips from me, right? So I have to make sure that my speaking is effective. I have to make sure that I have excellent speaking skills, that you guys will want to stay on my live and you'll want to listen to me, or you'll want to come back and watch the replay, or you'll want to subscribe to my YouTube, or you'll want to binge on my Instagram video content, or you'll want to binge on my on my reels, right? Your speaking skills have to be very, very good if you want your online business to survive. Period. Okay, no matter what people say. And this is why Instagram is focusing so much on video content, because they know, and this is not just Instagram, really all social media platforms now are putting an emphasis on video content, whether it's short form video or long form video, because it's an excellent way of communicating. That's how we communicate offline, right? That's how we talk to our kids. That's how we talk to our pets, communicate with our pets, with our husbands, with our wives. Speaking and communicate, speaking as a form of communication is super important. Okay, so if your posts are not doing well, okay, you're not having enough views, your engagement rate is down, right? The engagement, meaning the relationship of your number of followers to the number of likes and views you get, or the number of comments and shares and saves, is low. Then you have to ask yourself that, are my speaking skills good enough? Right? Are my speaking skills good enough? Am I even producing enough video content? Am I even producing any video content? So the first thing you have to ask yourself is, am I putting out enough reels? Am I putting out enough? Am I doing enough lives? If I'm doing those, then, but I'm doing reels, I'm doing lives, why am I not getting a lot of engagement? Well, you have to ask yourself, how good is my speaking? How efficient do I speak? How well am I communicating and connecting with my audience, right? Do people want to come back and watch more of my reels? Are they turning their notifications on for me? Do they watch my videos do they watch my videos in totality? Are people sharing my reels? Are they saving my reels? So how well are you communicating, right? Because even in reels we speak. There's different kinds of reels. Reels you can use, trending reels where there's somebody else's voice. You can use a voiceover where you're not showing your face, it's just your voice. Or you can be showing your face and showing your voice. Obviously, the more you show up, right? The more you show up in your business and the more you stay consistent with showing up in your business, the better your business will do. Okay? You have to show up in your business, whether you have an online business or offline business. You can't show up whenever you want or only show up when you don't have acne. Some of you women with your vanity, okay? Some of you want the perfect face before you do a live. You don't want to show up because you have a zit on your face. You don't want to show up because you haven't lost the last 5 pounds. You don't want to show up because your hair doesn't look perfect. Women, we're like always judging ourselves, always waiting for this perfect look, perfect body. So if you're only showing up on video content, I don't know, you're growing a new business. I'm not talking about you already have an established business with systems in place and you're making money. You are growing a new business. You're new to business. The newer your business, the more you have to show up. Okay? The more, if your business is less than 5 years old, you had better be showing up consistently. A new business is a business that is less than 5 years old. Yes. Okay? Your business is not established in the real definition of businesses until it's at least 5 years old. So if you're not showing up consistently, which means every day for most of the year. Obviously, if you're on vacation and you want to take a week off or 2 weeks off or whatnot, this is why I say you should enjoy your job so that even when you're on vacation, you'll still love to do it, right? But it's fine. You may want to take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks off. But generally, when you're working, you should be showing up in your office, which is your online space, every day. So if you're showing up every day, you're producing video content and your videos are falling flat, the views on your reels are very low, you look at your engagement rates, there's no shares, no saves, no comments, then you know that your speaking skills need major work. Okay? It's not Instagram. Your problem is not the algorithm. Your problem is not the founder of Facebook or Meta or what's the new name. That's not your problem. Okay, forget about the algorithm. You guys stop blaming any algorithm. There's, I think, 1 billion users on Instagram every month. There's enough people to come and connect with you and engage with your content if they love your content. So you have to examine your speaking skills. How well are you speaking? How well are you communicating? Are you being authentic? Are you being vulnerable? Or are you coming on looking very shy and very timid? I'm not saying you're going to be a perfect public. There's no perfect speaker. I'm not saying you're going to be confident and, really good in the beginning. But the more you speak, the better you get at speaking. So you have to keep improving and showing up and staying consistent. Okay? So that's speaking. Somebody has a question. Let me see. I1 has a question. I1 says, what are the steps for becoming a thought leader in your field? My business is podcast production. I have quite a few big clients, very good, and I have won national awards, but I want to move beyond production alone and into other areas. Thank you in advance. Okay, so I1 says, what are the steps for becoming a thought leader in your field? So I1 is into podcast production. She already has a few big clients, but she wants to move beyond production alone and into other areas. So I1, the answer to your question is you start to build your brand. Okay? I1, the answer to your question is you're already into podcast production. You want to become a thought leader in your industry. You want to become a visionary in your industry. You want to rise, right, away from the crowd and onto a higher level. You want to be known for other things aside from podcast production. You know you have other gifts and you want to put them out there. So the simple answer is you start to build your brand. You start to build your brand. If I come to your page today, am I going to see a powerful personal brand? Am I going to see a name that resonates with me? Am I going to be able to read your bio and understand what you do in podcast production and understand all the other gifts that you said you have that you want to dive into? When I look at the content you're putting out there, am I going to understand who you are, all the facets that make you who you are? Am I going to understand all your gifts? That's your personal brand. So if you want to become a thought leader in your industry, you have to show up every day consistently to build your brand. And how do you build your brand? You show people what your passions, your gifts and talents are. You learn how to speak effectively. You learn how to articulate all your gifts and talents. And you show up every day consistently to give value, right, to your community, and gradually people will understand that you're a thought leader. So in summary, you have to work on building your personal brand. And how do you do that if you don't have a clue? You hire me. You hire me, Dr. IYABO Webzel, top business coach, leadership expert, money to honey coach, almost 20 years in business, 14 years in a 7-figure business. You hire me. 7 income streams, author, blogger, speaker at the United Nations. You hire me to help you build your brand. Okay? That's how you become a thought leader. You show up consistently on the social media platform of your choice. You put all your gifts and talents out there on one platform with a username that makes sense, a well-constructed bio, and you start creating content around all your gifts to provide value for people, to solve problems, and you'll have to start showing up. Okay? So I hope that answered your question. Okay? I hope that answered your question. And you have another question for me. You said what number roughly would be low engagement views relative to followers, of course? Is there a percentage or ratio? Yes, there is. There is, and I'm forgetting what it is. If I were to guess, I think the ratio is 5%. I think the minimum ratio is 5%. I'm guessing. So this is something that I can look up and then put it on my stories. But anything above 5% is good. And I think the way that it's a ratio between your number of followers and your number of likes and comments. There's a ratio that is used. If somebody can Google it real quick. Can somebody Google it real quick? There is a percentage that is a good engagement. I believe it's 5% or higher. I believe so. And I think the way to calculate it is the number of your followers divided. So if you want to look at the engagement rate of a particular post, you divide the number of your followers by the number of likes and comments. So for instance, like the post that, like the reel I have that has had 1.4 million views, the engagement on that was more than 80% because my followers are 53,000 and I've had 45,000 likes on that reel. So 53,000 divided by 45,000, and I've had about 500 comments. So 53,000 divided by about 45,000 is about 80%. So that's like gigantically high engagement. But I believe that if you can have an engagement of, yes, I had a reel, my best performing reel of all time has had 1.4 million views. and it has had about 46,000 likes, and I don't remember, maybe 300 or 500 comments. So the number of my followers, 53,000, divided by the comments and the likes is like 80%, but that's unusual. That's like way too high. So if somebody can please Google it, thank you, Iwan. Can somebody Google what is satisfactory engagement ratio for Instagram and how is it calculated? Yeah, I think so. So Iwan, I hope I answered both your questions. Those were excellent questions, but I would really be honored to be your coach, because I would really help you elevate your platform. I'll help position you. You will just be so happy if you come to me, because we'll work on everything from your mission statements. We'll examine all of your gifts and talents. We'll examine even the podcast production, how to get you into more podcast production. I'll look through your gifts and talents and all of your academic qualifications and creative qualifications and God-given gifts. We'll package everything together into your You said you are still saving for it. Okay, keep saving. Keep saving, my dear. I'm glad there are many women that are saving like you. Keep saving. Don't worry. That's a good way. Even though, you know what, if you really want my coaching really badly, there's ways to be able to pay for it rather than saving. But if you want to save up, that's fine too. But I always tell women that if you're really truly interested in business and investment, you have to take the risk to raise the money, right? To take a loan or put it on some kind of credit card or some kind of business loan, because saving up is going to take you forever. And then by the time you're done saving up, my coaching may have doubled in price. That's the problem. Yes, definitely loans. There's nothing with loans, my dear. I've discussed this over and over on my platform, that women are so scared to take loans to invest in themselves, right? You're so scared, but that's business. That's the business world. You have to raise money to make money. If you're trying to save up for a coach, for a high ticket coach like myself, you're laughing. If you're trying to save up for a high ticket coach like myself, by the time you're done saving up for 25,000, then my coaching may be 50,000, and then you'll be saving up for the rest of your life. So the way to make your money work for you is to look for a way to raise money. You invest it properly so that your money can increase and compound, right? And earn money for you by investing your money in a good investment program, or investing it in a coach to start a business. This is what I did in my 30s. I took a loan. I don't want to keep repeating my story, but you guys know that in my 30s, I took a loan of 350,000 so that I could start a business, and I'm enjoying all of that today. You have to be able to take a bet on your life. You have to be able to take a risk. If you're always saving up to start a business, or always saving up to invest in a coach, you're never going to be able to do it, because while you're saving up, you still have to pay your bills, you still have to, eat, you still have to take care of your kids and yourself and everything. How are you going to ever save up? It's not going to happen. So women, you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to take a risk. You have to take a bet on yourself. If you're not ready to be uncomfortable, or you're not ready to do something out of the ordinary, your life is going to continue the way it is. I'm telling you, if I come back to meet you in the next 10 years, you'll still be exactly where you are. Because it's impossible if you're already struggling with money, how do you think you're going to be able to save up 25,000? It's impossible to do that. It's people who take risks and who take a bet on themselves that, okay, I want this so badly. I want to start my business so badly. I want to, build my personal brand so badly. I'm going to take a bet and put it on a credit card or take a loan and work hard and be consistent and show up and never quit. They are the ones who win. Women, so, you have to have a business mindset. You have to have a growth mindset. Otherwise, you're going to stay put where you are, so it's up to you. You have to make a decision, right? Let me see. I thought you asked another question. Okay, so I was discussing about the two very important skills that are important for your online business, right? I said writing and speaking. If you have an online business today, whether it is service-based or product-based, and you're having trouble with growing your platform, you're having trouble with making money. Because if you have a business, what is the result of the business? How are you going to know that the business is doing well? Because you're making money, because you're making profits. So if you're not making money, if you're not making profits, then that means that that business isn't doing well. If you're trying to if you're trying to leave your 9-to-5 job so that you can start working in your online business full-time, and you're not able to quit because you're not making money, then you're not seeing the results you want. So you have to examine these two skills. What is my video content like on my page? What is my public speaking like? How am I speaking on my lives? Do people love my lives? Are they engaging? Are people joining my lives? Are they watching the replay? If you have a YouTube channel, are people watching? If you have reels, what is the engagement on your reels? Are people commenting? Are they sharing? Are they saving? Then the second thing is your writing skills. These two skills are super important in all businesses, but in online businesses, they are the nucleus of your business. If your speaking skills are not effective, you need a coach like myself, because you're just going to be wasting your time. You're just going to be putting out content and it will not convert. Okay? It will not convert. People won't buy your offers because you have to be able to connect with people, communicate with people, articulate who you are, articulate what your gifts are, articulate what it is you want to do to help people, and you have to do it confidently so that people can trust you, right? Number two is, are you a good writer? Many people are not good writers. I see captions all the time on Instagram that make me cringe, and I'm like, what is she writing or what is he writing? First of all, bad grammar is a no-no. I know many people are like, oh, it doesn't matter if I have bad grammar. So what? Who cares about bad grammar? Well, if you're selling $10 items, yes, nobody cares. Okay? If you're selling $30 items, nobody cares about bad grammar. If you are trying to elevate into the high ticket arena, right, where you're charging $3,000 per coaching program, $5,000, $10,000 per coaching program, yes, your grammar matters. Because the kinds of people that are going to be buying from you in that bracket, grammar matters to them. Okay? So you can't say you're a high ticket coach and you can't construct one sentence of proper English. That's not going to work. I'm sorry, that's not going to work. You have to find a copywriter, somebody who can write good captions for you with proper grammar. Yes, once in a while, spelling mistake or once in a while, grammatical error is fine. Nobody's perfect, but I cringe when I read some people's captions and I'm like, what is going on in this age of copy editors? And then aside from grammar, do you even know how to hook people? Right? Are you such a good writer that when people read your captions, it hooks them in the first few sentences? Do you know how to write to captivate the attention of people? Do you know how to start a caption off? Do you know how to write so that people will be interested in reading more? All these things are very important. They're very, very important. You know, how do you write your carousels? How do you write your graphics? How do you write your captions? How do you write your reels? You know, writing and speaking are so important. I1 says, I do not. What do you mean by I do not? I don't understand your sentence. Your sentence is incomplete. So, speaking and writing, creative writing are very, very important. And this is why you guys need me as your coach. Because if you're finding that your content is falling flat, your DMs are empty, nobody's coming to your DM to ask about your programs, you're not converting, you haven't made any sales in a long time, you're not making any profit, nobody is buying, Examine your communication skills. Examine your communication skills. How well do you speak? How well do you write? You may need, I1 says, I do not know how to write catchy captions or the techniques for it. You see? Yeah, well, this is why most people need coaching. And I see it all the time. I read captions, and then once in a while, there'll be some captions I'll read and I'll say, oh, wow, this person is so good. This person is so good with writing. But caption writing is a skill that most people don't have. You have to be able to write captions that captivate people. You have to be able to space it out in a way that people will want to read. People will be captivated. They'll feel your uniqueness. They'll feel your authenticity. So, these are the things that are really important for your online business. I wanted to come on to talk about this. This is why you need help. Having a business and thinking you can do everything on your own, you'll be stuck and you just will not see the results you need. So if you started a business so you can make money, so you can make profits. If you are not making money and you're not making any profits, you need a coach. And the faster you realize that, the better for you. So today was Ask Dr. IYABO. I have had a few questions. Do you guys have any more questions? If you don't have any more questions, the replay of this live will be on my YouTube. I want you to really, really focus on this. Stop blaming Instagram algorithm for your low engagement. Stop blaming Instagram algorithm for your low comments on your posts and reels and all of that. Look within first. Is there anything I can improve with the content I'm putting out there? Can I improve my speaking skills? Can I improve my writing skills? Because those two skills are like fundamental to everything we do in content creation. Everything. Your reels, your videos, your captions, in fact, if you have a blog, also some of us still have a blog. I have a blog. I haven't written in my blog for some time. So if you guys need help with your writing and speaking skills, amongst all of the other things I offer in my coaching, right? My coaching touches everything about business, everything about branding, everything about content creation, all of your lifestyle topics, whether it's your health and wellness, your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your boundaries, your relationships, dating, single, married. I am that transformational coach that you've been looking for. The coach that can help you with everything personal and professional. Okay? So guys, this was Ask Dr. IYABO. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. Hi. Hello, Alkaline Thick. How are you? How are you? How are you? Good to see you. So I was just rounding up, but I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. Any last minute questions? If there are no questions, today I was talking about the two skills that are most important for the success of your online business. And those two skills are speaking skills and writing skills. Speaking and writing. For a business to be effective in the online space, we have to be able to communicate effectively. And how do we do that? By speaking and by writing. So if you feel that you're having low engagement and your posts are not doing well, examine your videos. What are my reels like? How am I speaking on my video, on my reels? What kind of reels am I putting out there? The lives that I even do lives? Am I waiting until I'm 10 pounds thinner before I do lives? Am I waiting until this zit has gone or until I look perfect? So examine your writing and speaking skills, and please stop focusing on some bad algorithm or blaming Instagram algorithm. Okay? Yes. So thank you guys. If there's no other questions, you guys know how to find me. If you have questions, send me a DM. Okay? I may answer your question and I may just say, go and buy my coaching program. It depends on the question, right? So thanks everyone for joining. The replay of this video will be on my YouTube. The two most important skills that are necessary for the success and the longevity of your online business. It will be on my YouTube channel. So if you're just watching, wait a few, maybe in an hour or so, I should have everything set up on my YouTube and you can watch it there. And I'll post a few clips here and there on my Instagram. So it was lovely seeing all of you. I'll see you soon. Bye and God bless. Bye-bye.